1, 2, 3,
There you go.
and then just clap.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Nano. That was good. Hi.
Hi.
So, just so that Choco's aware, because I kind of jump scared them, Nano is streaming right now, so there is a chat going on, but you don't have to look at it. Okay.
Thank you for that warning.
Yeah.
I thought you knew. Girl, what the fuck? Why didn't you tell anybody?
Listen, if I had told Choco, they wouldn't have done this because they get nervous.
Oh, true.
It's true. So I have to lie. I have to manipulate.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So
I'm
Well,
not
hi,
streaming.
chat.
yeah, Nano's not streaming. We lied. Basically, the reason I wanted to have Nano on this little podcast is because I've known Nano for a long time. How long have we known each other now, Nano? Like 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, an insane amount of time. Ugh. I don't even know what you look like,
Why
girl.
are the...
You don't? I've never... Well, I've posted pictures in my Discord, but I don't think you're in there.
You didn't even send me an invite.
The invite's open. We have... It's free. I don't know, Nano. I stream sometimes. You could... The Discord link is there.
Okay.
But...
Bud.
Okay, but yeah, we met before when you were doing... I mean, you were doing Twitch, right? Before anything? Like, that's where you started?
Yeah, I was cosplaying a woman at the same time. It was cringe and weird. We were looking at old clips. It was like
Oh, were
2019.
you?
I think I met you 2020.
I met you when I met you, you had a face cam for a little while, and then you switched to like the 3D VTuber. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, that's 2019. Oh,
Yeah.
no. If you thought I was cringe now, oh, no.
I don't know.
I don't remember that Nano era.
Yeah, I think it
Good.
was before you met Nano, Choco, but basically one of our friends introduced me to Nano, and they were like, oh, check this person out, they're really cool. And then like literally a week later you started doing the VTuber, and I was like, what the hell? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Wait,
cool.
who was the
that-
friend? Oh, was it the old friend?
Yeah, it was Spore, but I don't know. I was surprised that you decided to like opt out of having a camera.
Yeah, I wish I could go back. Those were the good days. Fuck.
But like one of my questions, because I told you that I wanted to like ask you kind of personal things, right?
Oh, yeah, roast me.
Like when we met, right? Initially, you were going by any pronouns. You didn't have a specific like gender thing
yeah.
that you really cared about. But
Yeah.
and this was like before you came out as trans. And we would always call you she, like unintentionally. Was that weird for you, like for us to do that, or?
No, I guess it was cool. I just hate being cringe so much that I hate forcing stuff on other people. That's why I was like, use any, and it kind of worked out, I guess. Like, you know.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but it's your life. You should be comfortable with.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with my decisions, not making other people's decisions.
But-
I mean, unless I'm like in a relationship and then I'm controlling the other person in a bad way.
Well, yeah, then you want to be in charge for sure. don't-
Yeah.
It's okay, but like, I don't know, because it was always, I guess that's another thing, that we're really different people, Nano, in the sense that you're very, I don't know what the proper way to say it, but it seems like you're very depersonalized from your like LGBT-ness. Like, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I am. I don't like the LGBT community. I'll say it. It's just because I'll admit it. It's because like all the Twitter stuff. You see a lot of cringy, overly LGBT people. Like, I wish you can just like take a chill pill and just not make it the
You
personality.
can just block Gurm. It's fine.
It's too many people. I know
true.
I know what you're talking about, because I get frustrated too sometimes when like I don't want to say people force, but they definitely want people to like, I mean, like for example, you, right? You wouldn't care if somebody misgendered you, right? Or would you?
No.
But-
No, as long as I'm able to use my ID and I'm able to buy like alcohol and stuff.
Like, and your logic your logic behind that is what? Just because it doesn't affect you otherwise?
Which I don't like it.
No, like
Why-
somebody misgendering you, like why doesn't it bother you as much as you think it might bother somebody else?
Oh, I don't know. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, if you call me a hot dog, you call me a little pipsqueak, I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna go on with my life. It doesn't change anything.
And
It just doesn't affect me.
You're very confident, I guess, is the thing.
Not even that, because I've seen like videos where people are like, "Oh, you don't respect me, huh?" And it's like they were called a pipsqueak, and it's like, that's not even an insult. That's weird. I don't know. I just don't take anything personally because nothing matters, I guess.
Yeah, because like I know I spend a lot of time with people who do care, and I wouldn't necessarily say they want people to I don't think they want to force anybody to do anything, but it does bother them, right, when they get misgendered, and I don't blame them for that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I feel like some people do feel invalidated sometimes, and I understand, but I also think it's up to each person, right? And you can't control the people no matter what you do. So I understand where you're coming from too, right? Because like I think we have that same mentality where we know like if you can yell at someone all you want, but they're never gonna like change their mind just because you're mad.
Exactly. And yeah.
But like with that stuff, and I know you don't like talking about politics.
Oh, I love talking about politics. Get me with anything, actually? Please. Okay. Yes, are you kidding me? I love sharing my base takes.
Wait, Nano, you know how those are like the 3 rules you shouldn't start small talk with, like religion, politics, and something else?
No, we should do that.
You should do that?
Yes.
Do you want to?
What do you mean the 3 rules? The 3 rules to get bitches? Yeah, just talk to him about Joe Biden. I mean, talk to him about anything but Joe Biden.
Choco, do you want to ask Nano something about that?
No, I was just wondering if Nano does that, like if you just start a conversation with a 3 no rules, basically.
Generally, for the record, I don't. Generally, I don't.
Would have been funny. Would have been interesting, maybe, because I don't know many people that do.
What are the
so
3?
Don't start talking. Like, don't. No politics, no religion, and I don't remember what the 3rd one was.
Wait, Nano, what is your religion? Because you grew up in a Latino household, right?
I am a part of the most peaceful religion. Guess which one that is?
I don't want to say it.
Go on.
I had a religion in mind, but I'm not gonna say that because I don't think they are.
You say it first, ready? And then I'll say it.
No, I'm not saying that. I don't want to get canceled.
No, if
the most peaceful religion.
If I had to guess the most peaceful religion, you'd either be a Christian or a Catholic.
Whoa, that's interesting.
Really?
That
okay, that was. Okay.
I'm an atheist.
I was gonna say.
Boo.
You're an atheist? Hell yeah.
No, that's so boring. Atheist people, I'm so sorry, Nano. Atheist people are just people who can't come up with anything good. Like, you're getting.
What do you mean? You're getting up with anything. I can take over this podcast right now.
You're getting dipped by your imagination because you can't think of a concept for God. I don't know how to break it to you.
Sure, bud. Tell that to your imaginary friend.
My imaginary friend, he gives me money. I don't know.
God. I would also like a friend like that.
No, I need a solid answer. Like, what is, do you have, if you're an atheist now, does that mean you just grew up atheist?
No. I was born a Catholic and I transitioned.
I knew it.
Yeah. Born Catholic at birth.
Yeah. You had no choice. You were baptized immediately out of the womb. That's how it works.
Yes.
And then you
actually, I think I was.
Did you do like communion?
Did you also have religion?
Sunday school?
I remember drinking wine, and it was the first time I had it, and it was really good, but I don't remember the event. And like we had to share the sippy cup, and I drank like all of it, and I had to like refill it.
The sippy cup?
So yeah, there's this like goblet everybody drinks from in church.
I think.
Question: like, during COVID, did they stop doing that? Because I don't go to church, so I don't.
The alcohol kills the germs.
Do you guys know?
COVID is a myth.
Yes, of course.
Is that endorsed by the U.S. government. The COVID is a myth now.
It is. I'm actually a psyops.
Oh my god! Wait, this is great. We have insider knowledge right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about JFK or another situation.
Oh, it's
I
okay.
decided to not.
We make JFK jokes all the time. It's really
Do you?
yes, it's horrible.
Not only we have, we also do 9/11 jokes.
Okay,
Whoa!
Jaka said we, but
Well, I say that, but
Okay.
I don't do it. You guys do.
Religious? Huh?
no,
Just sit there and listen.
I told people one time that when I was growing up, I got into like 9/11 like obsessively because I was into like the debunking that people thought it was fake, right? And ever since then, everybody just makes 9/11 jokes around me like I was involved personally. I don't understand it because I had nothing
you do you.
to do with it.
You know, I'll be How do you like? Do you like freedom, Germ?
I love freedom.
Freedom is great.
Freedom
You
is
like
great.
freedom?
Yes. My freedom fries.
Would you? Yeah, it's really important. Where were you January 6th, bud?
Yeah, Gum, where were you, huh?
You like freedom so much. You make 9/11 jokes.
For legal
I know what you're up
reasons,
to.
I can't disclose where I was January 6th. There's pending trials going on, you guys. Okay.
Didn't I find people from like social media pictures and stuff? Like, people went insane with their research for that.
Did anything actually happen to those people, though?
Did they what?
Did anything actually happen to those people on January 6th?
Most of them are in prison or are in court, trying to go to jail or something. I don't know. I didn't keep up.
Me either.
I'm not from USA. I don't care.
I don't know.
You
Choco.
got him.
Yeah, you should care. This is like, the US is #1. I agree with Nano on that.
True.
All I know is that one of our friends in the server hooked up or got matched on Grindr or whatever with one of the people who went there. That's all I know. I don't remember who it was, but they got matched with one of the people that was there apparently,
It was
and
Viking
they
guy.
Yeah, it was Viking guy.
they were like on picture. Yeah, that. Oh my god,
Wait,
that was
actually,
insane.
Viking guy? Grinder confirmed?
I think so. I think it was the Viking
It's
guy.
probably just a meme,
Hold on.
like a troll. That'd
I
be
hope
amazing.
so. Okay, but coming off of religion
was it, January
and
6th?
growing up as a Catholic person, Nano, was it? I don't know much about like your personal home life, but are your parents chill with you being like trans and stuff?
Surprisingly, yeah, and I hate that. I hate that they're okay with me being trans because
You want
would
a
like some
tragic background
pushback.
story?
You want them to fight
Yes.
back? What do you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Some people have a mind, like their mind is so open that their brain falls out of their head. And it's like, you want to talk about it? You want to know how serious I am? And you're like, no, we believe you. And it's like, what?
Why don't you just ask them things about like what you
I
want to
have.
know?
And they're like, I got nothing. And I'm like,
Oh wow,
Okay.
that's interesting.
yeah,
But-
I don't know why.
Are your parents not like very conservative or?
My mom flip-flops a lot. Like, a lot. My dad is very old school because he's, like, from Mexico, from, like, the ranch and stuff.
Yeah,
But
that's how my dad is.
He's, yeah. But I guess he's at a new point in his life where it's like, if you're happy, then I'm happy.
When you were
Aw.
younger, then did he ever say things to you like weird things that made you question like what the hell?
Yeah, dude, I used to be the most zesty little kid you've ever seen. Have you seen the meme with, like, the little kid in a monkey suit and they're like, it's a gay monkey?
Gay little monkey, what the fuck? Yes.
Yeah, that was, like, me.
No.
And my dad was like, stop it. And I'm like, okay.
Draco, it's basically this picture of a kid in an Apple store and he's just wearing a monkey outfit. And the caption just says, gay little monkey, what the fuck? If that's the one Nano's talking about.
Cute.
That's so strange though,
Yeah.
because like, I don't know. I remember, at least for me, because we grew up also, like, I'm Mexican, and I remember my dad would always say, like, really weird shit about gay people. And my mom, too. They didn't like it, basically, right? But the older
Yeah.
we got, like, the more okay they got with it.
It's because they were groomed.
By who? By us?
The government.
The
The
government.
government is grooming us to make us more accepting.
Maybe that's a
People can't
possibility.
reproduce. They recruit.
Okay, that was one thing. Like, that's a core memory. My dad saying, like, I don't care what gay people do, but I don't want them to be raising children together. I remember that. That was like one of the last homophobic things he said.
No.
But that was like
Jesus.
that was when Obama was president, so it's been a while. But still, it's like, I don't know. It's very strange to me that, like, it's not bad that you've had like a comfortable upbringing, but it's very nice, right?
No, I wish I had some, like, because my parents they were nice.
Yeah.
But, like, any adversity, they were like, don't worry about it, and then they fix it. And it's like, cool. The only adversity I have is, like, I'm too shy to talk, and I cry when I talk now.
What? Are you telling me you want trauma?
The worst is
Yes!
no. The worst is when you're like really angry.
No.
When you're like really angry and then start crying. That's like the worst feeling because you want to be angry. You don't want to appear weak.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you an angry crier?
No, not really. The way that my family deals with, like, trauma and stuff is by laughing at each other. So whenever somebody's like, oh, this really bad thing, kind of like,
Yeah. I
and
don't.
it's like, oh, we can't do that.
I don't know. That's very.
Like,
It only works in a family circle, and I like that. Yeah,
Oh.
It's not good.
that's what I was talking about with you, Gurm, about the hamster jokes I made.
Choco
People will
has.
get like super upset.
Yeah, Choco had a hamster and it passed away, and Choco makes really questionable jokes about the hamster dying to people, and then people are like, "What the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you?" But
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
like Choco,
This is just how I
you
feel.
don't,
It's
you don't just
normal.
do that with your trauma. You do it with other people's trauma too,
Yeah.
which
Not
is
good.
It's
like,
true.
wait a minute, like maybe we need to. Okay, but
Yeah.
what I'm understanding from you is that you think having your parents like fight you on this thing would have made you more like resilient, or
More,
Like,
I think
better at
more mature
situations?
in every single way.
you don't think you're mature?
No.
What?
You're
How?
not mature.
Why?
Look at me. My legs are,
You
my
say that
knees
one.
are over my
I was just gonna
shoulders.
say.
I
What a
guess,
funny thing to say, girl.
Okay, I guess to me, Nano, you're like, to me anyway, you're a really capable person, right?
I can take care of any situation now, baby.
Yes, that's what I get from you. But I think if you have parents who push back on you all the time, it cracks
Not all the
you.
time. Yeah.
I guess, but like, what's the middle ground then? Like, what's enough pushback from an adult that would be like acceptable, right?
I don't know, but I feel like some is good, better than none, right?
I mean, you thrived under none. I would argue that that's that's
I
better.
did not thrive. You know, like when you speed run a game. Let me tell you about my mental situation in high
Okay.
school. You know, like when you
Oh,
speed
God.
run a game, you want to find the most optimal path to navigate, right?
Right.
I would think about that walking through my high school halls to see like where are the most dense areas to walk through
Yes.
in case I ever snapped one day.
Oh my God, Nano. You
Which is
know,
not good.
okay, you've said this on a number of occasions,
Yes.
and you said that this is like a thing for femboys, that they have either where they follow this or else they go to like
Well, it's mostly trans women. It's either they grow up to be this racist, homophobic, evil person, or they transition and they live a normal life.
interesting. Yeah, because have you seen? I know you don't spend a lot of time on TikTok. This clip of this trans girl went viral where she was talking about how she thought slaves enjoyed it. There were some slaves that enjoyed it. Did you see that?
Whoa! The slaves wanted to be slaves.
Yeah, she was basically saying like, there's no way every single slave hated being a slave. Like there had to be some people that
Yeah, maybe
liked
there was
doing it.
one that didn't, out of like the millions that got tortured and murdered or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever the number is.
Did you think somebody just awoke a kink when they were like there or what? What was
You
what was
developed a
her
It's like
slave
jail where they're like
theory?
free housing.
I have that mentality, Nano, and I know you would hate that. I'm
Yeah.
like, if I ever go to jail, like, it's peak because then I don't have to do anything. I hate capitalism, and I feel like you're really good at capitalism, So like
What?
I don't know, like we're like complete opposites.
You know, we love capitalism. We love minorities. We love everything here.
Well, you have to love minorities because otherwise you're excluding a giant part of your money making machine.
Oof.
Ooh.
Are you calling Nano's viewers cash cows? Damn.
Not just the viewers. I mean, there's nothing you can really do right nowadays where you're like, oh, I'm doing this for fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think, at least, because you're wasting, like, your time is your money. So if you're doing something, like, it's some kind of profit, I feel like.
True. It's either like thinking of an idea, buying some new stuff to fix some new things, and it's all for content.
Like, at the end of the day, it'll always cost you something. And most, like, that's why I say you're capable, Nano, because I feel like you've been able to capitalize on a lot of the things you enjoy, right? Or
well,
at
it's because
least
I'm
I think you
autistic
enjoy.
and I don't have any friends. This is what I do with my free time. Before it was like playing Warframe 24/7 and like Overwatch. And I moved on to this. This is my addiction now.
That's good, though. Like,
We are your friends.
yeah, that too.
Yeah?
Nano's like, name one thing about me.
I mean, you and I don't hang out that much, but I know you through Germ, and Germ, like, I would say Germ hangs out with you the most. Out of the two of us, at least.
Gurm can read my mind. I could be thinking about any... Okay, I'm thinking of a number 1 through 10. And let's say it at the same
7.
time, Gurm, alright?
Oh.
You guessed it! Whoa! I was thinking that.
Listen, I think... Nano, I have the impression of you that you're not very, like, social? But
No.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Like, I could be wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I would love to hang out with you more, right? Like, when you're in the Discord and I see you're in there, I go and hang out and talk to you. Because it's fun. But I get the impression that that's not something you really like doing.
No, I do like doing that, but I'm usually... I've been drinking a lot, so I go to the Discord, so I'll be like half a
That's not
brain.
good.
But I stopped doing that because it got really bad. I was playing Roblox. Every single time I won, I would take a shot, and I wouldn't stop losing. So that was kind of the end of that.
You're built diff.
But I'll take like an edible at the end of the day.
That's interesting. I don't know. That was one thing when I first met you. Me and Nano and Choco, you know this. We were in like a group, right, of people who were streaming, and
Luke.
Yeah. Oh, well, Bread Nation. Our intention was to become, right, full-time streamers, and
Oh yeah, my Discord server used to be
Yes.
yours.
yes, and it ended up being like I asked everybody in that group, like, oh, do you guys take streaming seriously, right? And I told Nano this the other day, and out of all the people, because it was 4 of us, Nano was the only one that I felt was capable of like actually, I guess, sacrificing enough to want to do it. And that was like one of the questions I had written down. Like, do you feel like you sacrificed stuff to be able to stream and become like, to me, you're a successful streamer. Like, do you feel that way or?
No, fuck
You
no. Are you
don't?
kidding me? I just stream twice a week.
Yeah, but like you have chat, you have dedicated people that come talk to you. Like, to me, that's
They
a
all think
successful
I'm stinky.
streamer.
Type 1 if you guys think I'm stinky.
Let's see how many stinkies we get.
Looking at the chat.
Just 1. Yeah, just 1.
You have a single fan, Nano. Like, I don't know, that's huge.
You know
hi,
who's my
Sinister.
biggest fan? You know, I'm your biggest fan, Gurm. If you have 100 fans, I'm one of them. If you have one fan,
you.
I'm one of them. If you have 0 fans, I've died.
And if Nano has died, I've killed Nano, you guys. It's me. I'm the number 1 suspect. I don't know. I feel like sometimes
We have this on tape, Nano. Don't
it's
worry.
true. This is a recorded
find 'em.
confession. Hit the timestamp. I feel like sometimes it's easy to like look at your view count and not think of it as like a lot of people, but it is. Like, to me, 50 people is a lot. Like, if you got 50 people in a room, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people. But do you ever feel that way? Do you ever feel like you're sacrificing to stream or?
No, it gives me an excuse to do stuff. Like, it gave me an excuse to wear a diaper, eat dog
Yeah,
food,
the dog
put myself in a
food.
cage,
I
hot
was-
tub.
I was worried about the dog food video, Nano. Like, I was watching that and I was like, is that okay? I don't know. You seemed excited, but like then you actually tried it and it was like not as fun.
Yeah, it really wasn't good.
My favorite video of yours is still the one where you tried, I think, the cheap Amazon outfits or leggings.
Oh my God,
I don't remember the title exactly, but I love that video. Gurm edited it, and I remember he was like, "Look at it." I was like, "Okay," and I really loved it. It was really nice.
Sometimes I'll have videos that I'm like, "Oh, I really, really enjoyed this one. Like, I had fun with it," and I'll send it to people.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
that was one of them.
It's true.
Everything I post is cringe.
No, it's not true. But
no, I like your stuff.
Yeah, cringe is freedom. Like, cringe is monetizable.
Yeah, like cringe isn't always bad.
Yes, it is. Sometimes it's
No. Like, you just step it up every time.
No,
I don't know.
Because then you turn into like an adrenaline addict.
True. Maybe that's what I am right now. How do you tell if you are or aren't?
Are you experiencing constant lows and constant highs?
I think so.
But isn't that also bipolar disorder?
It's true.
I'm not bipolar. I mean, I'm not bipolar.
Have you ever gone to therapy, Nano? Quickly.
Well, now you find out through this therapy
Yes,
session.
I've done the therapy. I'm actually a normal human being besides being trans and eating
Not
dog
besides
food.
being trans, you're sick.
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
Wait, that's another.
How was the dog food?
How? Oh, you didn't watch the video?
No, it was really
How was
bad. It
I've not
instantly
watched the
makes
dog
you
food
gag.
video,
It
no.
tastes so bad.
That.
Really? Ooh.
The sticks you have, those are the exact brand I give to my dogs.
No, girl!
It felt personal for you eating that. I was like, oh.
You should try one. You should honestly do it. Did you have one?
Absolutely
Try
not.
one right now.
No.
Try one right now.
Okay.
Eat it.
You know when you opened the bag and you just started gagging? I knew what smell you were smelling. Like, I have it right there. I'm like, oh, that's nasty. I don't know.
Gurm told us a couple days ago, sometimes he drops food and he wouldn't like clean it up because his dog would just come and eat
I
it
just
up.
let my dog eat it. It's the perks of having a dog.
It's like a Roomba.
Yeah, but doesn't he get like used to human food and then doesn't want to eat dog food anymore?
Nah, they'll eat anything.
Well, once they get hungry enough, they have to eat their dog food.
No, not you.
Well, you can't
No.
keep
Are
feeding
you
your
not
dog normal
feeding
food.
them?
They'll die. They'll get diabetes.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Another question I had to ask you, and it's to do with your sex work, right?
Oh, yeah.
Would you consider yourself somebody who actually likes sex? And if you think this is like not like, you don't have to answer it, obviously.
Yes, I like coming. No, I don't like going on random Tinder dates. Yes, I do it anyway.
But do you have sex on every Tinder date you go to?
No, of course not. That'd be crazy.
But that's not like, okay, sex is like doing something with another person, IRL, live action. Live
Yes.
action hentai.
Yes.
So you do consider yourself somebody who enjoys doing that?
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, I think. But I don't know what's the normal number?
I don't know what the normal. I went like a year and a half, and then I just did something like 2 weeks ago, and I hated it. So that was like, I was like, oh, maybe this isn't for me.
Yeah, it really depends on who it is. Like, it makes a huge freaking
Yeah.
difference. And it always sucks if it's like someone that you don't vibe with.
What?
And that's what's gonna happen. The first time you do it with someone, you're not gonna know how to. It's gonna be a little weird.
I guess that's true, but like, I'm
11
not
times
like
a week.
11 times a week is normal for who? Wait a
Wow.
minute. If you don't have an OnlyFans, I don't know. You need to start now immediately. 11 times a week. I don't know, Nano. Sometimes
Does it count if it's a robot?
no, it does count. Robots
Do
are the
robot lives
future.
matter?
When I played Fallout 4,
Yeah,
I
but
chose yes.
did you Gurm, did you see that weird video where I think it was a Japanese factory made these really realistic robots of dolls, but they were really questionable.
the sex dolls?
age-wise?
Yeah, where they
That
look
gets
like the
weird
12.
because they look sus.
real.
You know what I mean?
It's like a corpse
Here's
that
an
never
interesting
decays.
question. Do you allow sex robots that look kind of sus, but having these sus robots prevent people from getting molested, like children?
That is a weird question. Because, like, the study on those stuff, isn't it that most people who, like, go deeper and deeper, they get to the point where they need to, like, do something with a kid?
Really?
Yeah, isn't that, like, how it goes? I'm sorry, like... I'm pretty sure
Probably.
Goes.
It's like a gateway drug.
Yeah, so if you give them access to like this machine that's like childlike, I don't think it's gonna end
not a good
well.
thing.
It's not
not a good thing.
It's not. I don't think it's like I understand what you're saying. Like, oh, let's give this dog like a fucking bone instead of giving him the whole carcass. But it's like they're eventually gonna want the whole, rest of the thing.
And they know that it exists. If they know it's there, then it's like they're gonna go for it. Monka.
What are you suggesting to just hide all the sexy children, Nano? Like, what's the solution here?
Why did stuff drop out? Why am I here?
Choco, I'm asking the important question. This is the kind of stuff that we need to know.
Yeah. It's tricky.
No, I just want you to know I am unprepared. I have no questions. I
true.
literally
How dare
go message
you,
me was like,
Chaco?
listen, stealth
me
dropped
interview
out. Can you
Chaco.
jump in? I was like,
What
okay.
are your red
sure.
flags? Your relationship red flags. Pick 3 things that you think are red flags about yourself.
About me?
Yes.
Well, anxiety. So, red flag number 1, I guess.
There goes your anxiety right
You
now.
just put me on the spot. I don't know what to say.
It. You're sick.
Shit. Fuck.
Yeah, that's anxiety for number 2 as well.
It's 1 and
Yeah,
2.
it's really bad. Oh.
Okay, Nano, Chaco has told us repeatedly that they basically just want a butler as a partner.
No.
Yeah. I've run into so
not
many
a butler.
people
No.
like that on Tinder. I hate your kind.
Me? My kind?
Yes.
No. Okay, let me explain myself. That's not what I said. I did not say
Right,
butler. I said
okay.
I just want someone who leaves me alone unless I need to cuddle or he like
Yes!
regularly
I like
they
that. That's a
regularly
good thing.
check on me just to see if I'm alive.
That's
it.
That's weird,
Yes,
you guys.
Chaco.
That's
I know
weird.
it is, but
No, that's good.
That
I thought you
anxiety,
wanted
I don't
like
do
a
well.
babysitter or something, like a dad.
no,
to be like,
nothing like that. No. I just need someone to check on me like once a week and
I
cuddle.
love
That's it.
that.
I'm fine with that.
we need more people like you in the world. Fuck you, Germ.
Thank
No,
you.
you guys-
Other than that, leave me alone. I don't want any contact.
Somebody said it once. You want a nurse. You guys want nurses. Like, are you
No, not a
alive? Are you
nurse.
breathing?
No, it's a wait.
homie. That could be like, yo, Saturday, you want to meet up? It's like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So you never want to like see this person. You never want to.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
don't
of
want to
course
see
I
them
do,
all
but-
the time.
Okay, but-
Exactly. Like, I've had friends that were like, oh, we're a couple and we like call each other every day. I'm like, fuck off with that shit. Like, no. Every single day?
Yeah, what are you
I'm
going to say?
blocking that
Like,
person.
how's the weather?
Yeah.
No, because I always have something stupid to
couldn't.
say and or send.
Me too, but then I'm going to say something political eventually, and it's not going to be a good thing.
Wait, do you not approach your relationship with political like telling them your political intention or?
Well, I'll tell them what I'm up to at the moment and what that involves. Like, when I tell people, like, 'cause I went on a couple of Tinder dates, I'm like, oh, I'm going to this really cool convention. They're like, cool, what convention? And I'm like, the NRA convention. And we talk about politics for a second, but it'd be funny.
You really say your first like answer to your date is, hi, sweetheart, I'm gonna go kill the president.
No!
I'll be late for my date.
No, because that's after the small talk. Because like there's only so much you can talk about. So I'll be like, oh, yo, what are you up to this weekend or something? Like, what are you up to next week?
I started talking to people again, like in a dating, I don't know, like to date, right? Which I haven't done in like a year, I think. And it's weird. Like, I don't know how to, like, I thought I was better at talking to people because I talk to so many people like through Discord, right? Like every day. And I can just have a conversation. But then I'm like trying to connect with this person and I don't know how to do it. I'm
Well,
like,
sometimes people don't let you. 'Cause sometimes
it's the
it seems like
one-on-one.
an interview. If they haven't
guess.
put in their effort, if they're like, oh, I spent the whole morning cooking, and it's like, cool, what do you cook? I was like, oh, I like baking and doing all this stuff, and then like that's the road that you can go down and be like, nice buns, you know. But like if they don't give you anything to like talk about, then it's not your fault.
But see, like
There's just so much pressure on one-on-one talks, Skirm. I think that because we talked about this, it's so much easier in a group setting.
I don't know, because
Group is worse. I think I like one-on-one.
Really? Oh,
it's because Nano has a lot to say.
No.
That's why.
that is true.
But like I struggle because like, for example, this one guy I'm talking to, right? Like I'll tell him one thing, and then I'll like respond with details and stuff, and then he'll like ask me one thing out of 8 that I said, and I'm like, how do I continue this thread? Because it's to me it's not possible. Like I'm trying to like give them as much information as possible, right, to work with.
Maybe you're special.
Maybe I am special.
What are your top 3 red flags, Skirm? What are 3 red flags about you?
I'm over emotional. I get really clingy, and I don't like to shower.
I hate the clingy part. I don't like clingy people in relationships.
I don't like that about me. Like, but I try to like control it, right? I try to like actively not like attach myself to people, especially now. But it's hard because like that's how I've been my whole life. It's just it wasn't something that I actively looked at, right? It was just something that was a part of me, and I was like, well, that's who I am. And I think that's one thing that I hate about like people being like, oh, just be yourself, love who you are, because sometimes who you are is fucked. Like it's fucked up. And you need you need to acknowledge those parts of you and like try to help yourself, not change, but like I don't know, do a little better.
Mm-hmm. Change yourself now.
It's that easy.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Wait, what are your 3 red flags, Nano, for a relationship?
Okay, you answer mine. What do you think my 3 red flags are? Because you know me so well.
For me,
well, you already mentioned clingy though.
But Nano doesn't like clingy. For you,
sorry, you're talking about your red flags. Sorry. It's late. I'm confused.
Wait, what country are you in?
Austria.
Ah, Deutschland.
Hitler country.
Next to Germany, yeah.
Right.
What the fuck, Germ? Every single time I mention it, somebody has to bring him up.
I'm sorry if I didn't do it. Who would?
Yeah, Germ, what's your problem, dude?
We have other people, like Mozart.
Hitler? January 6th? Child predator stuff?
I'm trying to protect the kids, Nano, okay?
Protect the kids.
Your 3 red flags, if I had to guess. I mean, you told me one already, that you don't want to, like, be with somebody who you have to see every day. So I guess communication?
No, I'm good at communication. Are you kidding me?
Are you?
Yes, absolutely. I passed English class, and that's good enough.
That's true. Every time I message you, you get back to me, like, immediately.
Anything for you, Gorm.
I don't know. What are your like? I can't guess. Because I think
honestly, it's really hard for me to give a shit. And then when I do give a shit, I don't know how to give a shit, if that makes sense.
No. You need to explain.
I'm a great communicator.
Immediately right off the bat, you proved it right.
I just don't care about anything or anyone to a certain extent. As like not as fucked up as you think it is, not to the extreme degree. But like for me it's really easy to be like, "Oh, you look great today," and not mean it. But when I do want to mean it, I can't do it.
Oh, that's so strange.
Yeah.
You're basically like a tsundere, huh?
Like a what?
A tsundere, I think it's
A
called.
tsundere? You think? Guys, I'm not a tsundere.
Then I was like, let me turn on the emotional manipulation. Wait, what's number 3 then? If that's 1 and 2.
Wait, what was 1?
That was 1, so what's 2 and 3?
No, I forgot. Well, wait, what did I say so far?
You said that you you don't care about things.
You don't give a shit.
But then when you try to care, you don't know how to do it.
True. Oh, I guess another one would be like, I just work. I have to be constantly doing something, or else I go crazy.
Okay.
That's just the ADHD, bestie.
I was about to say, like, do you ever just like sit alone with nothing going on?
No, I can't do that. It drives me crazy.
But that's a bad sign, Nano.
Why?
When you can't sit and be like with yourself,
I can
that's a
pretend
bad
to
sign.
Netflix and chill. I can pretend to Netflix and chill for like a night. That's easy. But to do that over and over, I can't.
So you wouldn't want like a trad wife kind of life?
Fuck no, dude. I hate lazy people. A lot of people that are banned on Tinder are like, all I want is someone to like take care of me, to finance me. I just want to stay at home and do nothing. And it's like, I want to be the exact opposite.
They want
of
a
that.
parent. That's not a partner. They're looking for a parent.
And they approach you with that?
Yeah, and like we'll be like in the early stages, and they'll hit me with that, and I'm like,
what the fuck?
Ain't me. But it's a lot of people, Germ. It's a lot of people.
What are they offering to you, like when they do that?
Nothing besides them.
That's so weird.
Wow, what a bargain.
Is this like, do you mind saying, is it men, women, they, thems?
Mostly women / they, thems.
Oh, that's unfortunate for the they, them, women community. You guys need to step it up, I fear.
Yes.
I apologize for my community, Nano.
Fuck you!
Choco, I don't know. Choco has the makings of someone that approaches you on Tinder, Nano.
I dig Choco. Choco, like you said, like, you just want to be left alone. That's based.
Yeah, listen, just maybe once a week, let's cuddle, let's eat.
Yeah.
Might watch a movie and then go our separate ways.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No,
hell yeah.
That's like, I think my biggest problem is that I want to be with someone who's like a best friend. Like, and just be with
Yeah, but then my best friend would know that that's what I want.
What do you mean?
Grim, you're my best friend. Why don't you know that that's what I want?
Because, Choco, we're already married. Like, it doesn't matter. I can't lose you.
It's for the green card, just for legal reasons.
Bag is secured.
Green card. You don't want to live here.
Marriage.
No, I don't want to live here, actually.
No, actually, I do.
But maybe Grim can...
This is the best country. Fuck your country. America's the best country.
USA?
I
don't know about
perfect.
that.
Everyone tries to convince me to move to Europe. Like, everyone
Yeah,
wants me to
come
move to
to
Europe.
us.
What's the argument for the US? What do I have going for me here?
Freedom.
I have freedom over
Can't
there.
argue with that. I give up. Can't argue with that.
Kind of base.
Oh my god. Wait, this reminds me of you having an argument. And Chuck, I'm sorry, you're going to be out of the loop here, but on one of the Femboy podcasts, I think it was, I don't remember who was saying, but you claimed that the food here was better. The fast food here was better than it was in Europe.
Oh, in the UK?
Yeah.
Probably, because it's America, dude. Of course our fast food's going to be better.
It's not. Our fast food isn't better.
What do you mean? We have like MSG and stuff.
MSG is good, but that's not what makes fast food good. It's like...
I feel like
my
it
friends
depends,
have posted their food, and it looks amazing. From like Burger King and stuff. And here Burger King is ass.
I was literally just gonna mention Burger King. Like, Burger King in Europe is really, really good, but I haven't heard any good things about Burger King in the US.
Burger King is my favorite food place. You take that back.
Absolutely not. This is a horrible
It's
news.
not photogenic,
It's good,
but it's tasty.
But that's only because, like, if you want a Whopper, you're gonna go to get a Whopper, right? But there's nothing exceptionally delicious about Burger King.
Like, we don't want exception. We want consistency. You know, you're gonna get this experience every single time.
That's McDonald's. I don't know what I'm gonna get. You could have gotten Burger King foot lettuce, Nano. How do you feel?
Yummy. Extra nutrition.
What's the nutrition? The tile grout in your fucking lettuce?
Yeah. I like Burger King. I mean, it has to be good here. There's a reason why like 2 out of 3 people are obese here.
It's true. I'm one of those 2 of the 3.
It's all the sugar.
But
me too, girl.
Yeah, I got fat from eating cake, not from eating fast food. We were too poor to afford fast food.
Yeah, fast food's expensive.
Yeah, it is. It didn't get any cheaper. Oh,
How much?
That's not true.
How much does it cost?
It depends, but like for a reference, Choco, something we have here called a McDouble. It used to be $1 5 years ago, and now it's like $3.
Dude, hash browns used to be $1.
Yeah.
Now they're like $3.49 or something.
It's insane. It's horrible. You can't even get fat properly anymore.
You know what I want to do with you guys once? Like, maybe for this podcast or for a normal video or whatever. There's this trend going around on TikTok where people buy 10 items from their local grocery store, and then they like compare prices, how much it costs in their country. I would really like to try that with you guys.
Well, it really depends on what store you go to and like what area you live in. Because I live in a predominantly white area, and everything here is overpriced.
Yeah, same. Mm-hmm. Like for me, Chinese food is crazy expensive, but if I go like to where we used to live, where it was all Mexican people, it's really cheap. But here, because it's like a predominantly white neighborhood, it's very expensive.
When I watch like US shows, a lot of the times when there's like a delivery scene, it's always like pizza and a Coke or something.
Yes.
And that shit is expensive in the movies. Like they always say like $40 or something.
What?
You wouldn't even get to 20 here with that.
Holy.
Is that true? Like,
No.
does it actually cost $40?
No, there's no way. Like I can get a big ass slice of pizza and like a liter of pop for like $4 at this place I know.
Yeah, and it really depends on the place.
You said a slice
Yeah,
of pizza.
it
I'm talking
depends.
about a whole pizza.
Yeah, but who's gonna get a whole pizza?
I would. That's what I'm doing Saturday. Literally,
do,
that's
I
exactly
do.
what I'm doing. And you get leftovers too.
Yeah, but
Who gets just one slice?
I mean,
How
I
big
guess
are
if
the
I'm
slices,
feeding
girl?
my family, but otherwise, who cares? I don't need to buy a whole pizza.
What the? How big are your pizzas that you can feed like a whole family?
12 inches.
I don't know what that is.
That's pretty small. 12 inches? Yeah.
That's a personal pizza.
Definitely personal.
Every time there's like a when you go buy snacks and it's like family package, like I'm the family. It's just me.
Yeah, and you
it's
save
just
it.
for me.
No,
Save
why?
it. The packaging isn't that big here. Like most of it is like 70% is air and 30% is like the actual snacks.
Oh,
It
for
sucks,
chips and
but-
stuff? Yeah. I mean, it's the same
Yeah,
here.
for
It
chips.
doesn't
It's,
change.
yeah, it's horrible. I basically pay for air. What's the point?
Welcome to China.
Anyway, I think we got big ass vagina.
No. No, absolutely not.
I don't know how the song goes, but that's all going through my mind.
Choco,
Every time I hear someone say that, that's the only lyrics I
See,
remember.
Nano, this is how I know that we're in like two separate like communities because Nano, you wouldn't know what that is, but Choco just immediately spit out a Nicki Minaj rap out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
I don't even listen to her
yeah, and
songs.
Choco doesn't even listen to Nicki Minaj, but because it's like like that's the community we're in, it's just ingrained in their brain
Yeah,
now. We're
gay
corrupting.
people.
Yeah, gay people are a virus, I think.
I keep saying words that only like gay people say, and my mom is like, my mom is a linguist for context. She's like, I haven't heard that one before. What is that? Where do you say it? I'm like, oh my god, how do I explain this?
That's something, Nano. Do you think, like, you don't know words like, or do you know them, like words like period or slay? Do you use words like that?
Yes! I'm not that out of touch.
Well, I don't know. Like, do you use them in your normal everyday life or with people?
No.
Well, exactly. So to me,
Didn't you almost say something, Gurm, to your managers? And you were
yeah,
like, oh shit,
like,
don't
at
expose
work,
me.
One time I almost outed myself by saying, okay, period. Like, and then I hung up the phone. I was like, oops. Like, I said it in such a casual manner that I don't think they caught it. But like, that's how I talk with, people in Discord. And I don't know. It's just
I
weird.
love
It's
it.
weird to like think about because I don't use that kind of language. Like, oh, man, saying pog in public
I
would
don't
be
say
so
pun. That is
embarrassing.
cringe.
But you say it in
Yeah,
your
like the
videos and
Twitch
stuff, Nano,
linguist.
and on Twitch.
No, I
Yeah, but I feel like
do.
Nano
Yeah,
says
you
it
do.
ironically.
Nano, is it
I feel like
irony?
she-
Yeah, it's irony every time.
Right.
For real.
Do you
No
ever
cap, honest.
do you ever talk like that in public? Like, are you ever afraid of having a slip of the tongue?
No, I'm pretty socially capable of anything.
So you would say it?
No, I wouldn't.
Would you?
Because especially if I'm with someone and they're like, "What's that?" and I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't explain it." You can only be like, "It's just a good thing."
That's another thing. Do you have like a lot of IRL friends right now at the moment, or no?
Potentially have 2 because we went to the beach and I was gonna have a beach drink, but it didn't work, so we just hung out for the whole day. And then before that, we went to a bar arcade.
Oh, was that?
And then I have
Was that the video you made with Oh, I forgot her name.
No, I didn't make a video with this.
No, they made a video.
Yeah, they made a video. Yeah, NECA.
NECA, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's someone in Utah that will hang out once a year, and then Deku, who's in Florida, also once a year will hang out.
Yeah, that was
just me, Germ.
You going to Utah, right? You went to Utah with Deku and
Zoe.
That was Zoe. Yeah, that was fun. I don't know. I thought that was
Zoe
interesting.
101.
Thank you,
Oh my
Choco.
God.
Thank you, Choco.
Listen, I had to put input somewhere somehow.
Yes.
No, this isn't the kind of input I want around here. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It's the only reason I ask is because I feel like it's weird to have, like, I've only met one online friend. Is it like, and I've seen horror stories, right, of people meeting online friends and it's like really, really awkward. Have you had that issue? Have you?
Not yet. So that means it should happen soon. Germ, I'm canceling Disneyland next month. Okay, we're doing that.
Listen, I'm better. Am I better in person? I don't know. I think I am. We'll see. We'll find out.
I feel like, well, I don't know about you guys because I don't know like the relationship between you guys, but I feel like online we talk a lot, you and me, Germ.
Yeah.
But if we ever met up, it would be so awkward. At least from my side, I'd just be like, do I give you my hand to shake or do I hug you? Because we're so we're so close friends online.
If you give me a handshake,
all these thoughts are running.
If you give me a handshake, I would hate you.
I would not give you a fucking handshake.
Yeah.
I would hug you.
Well, I don't know.
literally.
Listen.
Like,
Choco,
I don't know.
like,
That's what I'm
nice
asking.
day.
Yeah, literally, like, okay, thanks a lot, chap, and then we leave. I never talk to you again.
No,
Guys,
I just listen.
if you're meeting up with
That's what
your
I'm saying. It
online
would be
friends,
awkward.
Give them a hug. If they're autistic, like, I don't know, that's their problem after that. You gave them the hug.
I'm not autistic, girl.
I don't know.
It's okay if you are.
Yeah, Choco, it's nothing bad. Like, Jesus Christ.
Nano, please. These people keep saying I'm autistic, I have ADHD, and they keep saying that I'm a Victorian person or a Victorian child.
Yeah, Nano
who's
gives
really
off,
anemic.
Nano, Choco gives off like Victorian child vibes. Like, it's insane.
What does that even mean?
It's like,
I don't know what it means either.
It's like back in the Victorian times, people would be like, "Ooh, let me put leeches on my ass so that they suck out the poison." Like, I feel like that's something Choco would do.
I've never done that. I hate.
Yeah, but it's just like the impression,
bugs
right?
What did I do that gave you that impression?
I don't know.
Did you put leeches in your ass?
Not that I remember.
Oh,
Have you seen
God.
that kind
Nice
of
wig,
genre
by the way.
Of what?
That kind of genre.
of like bugs in the butt?
Of what?
Yes,
Wait a
I've
minute.
seen like
What?
Yeah, but
bugs in the butt for what purpose? Wait a minute.
You know
Just-
what
just
purpose,
pleasure.
Germ?
pleasure. Obviously.
No, you're not serious.
Yeah, but there'll be like life-size
there's a
bugs
whole
sometimes.
community for that.
Wait.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, so it's not real bugs.
They wish there were
I haven't
real
seen
bugs.
any real things that might exist out there.
Do you know what the worst thing I've ever seen when it comes to like porn content that somebody sent me? And
Don't say me.
No, it wasn't you, Nano. It was.
Is that the turkey thing?
It was a straight guy that sent it to me, and it was three people, and what the girl was like scorpion on her back with her butthole in the air, right? And they had like a tool that was like gaping her anus, like open.
Oh, they're
And-
eating cereal?
Yes, they were eating cereal out of it. And it was tricks, and I loved tricks. It was so traumatizing. I hated it.
I like that one. There's also the
No.
same person that does like mini golf with her butthole.
Oh my god. Have you ever seen the one where the woman puts Mentos in her ass and then Coke in there? It's horrible. Like, I don't know. People online are sick. They send me the weirdest shit that I would never see otherwise. I don't know. Nano, if you ever become a part of that, it's going to get dangerous for us.
Yeah, I already reached my limit. The only thing I'll add on to my list is other people, I guess. Normal stuff.
Normal stuff? Like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of normal people, normal stuff, do you have an opinion on, like, the stuff going on right now with, like, all the trans issues?
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking crazy people. And they're on both sides, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You have people that are like, abolish everything, fuck it all. And then you have other people that are like, oh no, like, this baby should be on hormones. Hormones should be, like, available in CVS. And it's like, both are wrong.
Do you think that's real, though, when they talk about, like, babies being on hormones and stuff?
Yeah, I've met one of the friends that I used to be friends with. We didn't agree on a lot of political stuff, and they seem like that kind of person.
Seriously? Like a baby?
Well, like a toddler or something.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that with, like, kids, because it is...
When it comes to kids, there should be some, like, really long psych evaluations. You have to give it, like...
Yeah,
depending on how
definitely.
long, how young they are, you probably need longer psych evaluations.
Yeah, because I think you've mentioned before, like... Oh my god, my brain just, like, deleted itself.
Yeah, I think there should be a reasonable system in place that offers some pushback to make sure you're making the right decision. Because HRT is not going to fix your anxiety or anything. Maybe that's your problem. Maybe you just have anxiety or other issues, you know?
Yeah, but doesn't that come from, like, a lot of... Because, like, I know for me, too, I used to have that where I'd be like, oh, I want to be a girl, right? But I grew out of it. Like, I grew out of it...
I didn't.
Yeah, I grew out of it when I was, like, 11 or 12. I remember in, like, middle school, I came out to myself and I was so upset. But I think before that, like, my coping was, oh, I want to be a girl when I grow up. Like, I would do, like, hair and stuff. But it just... Like, I think about that. Like, what if it had been, like, I told my parents or something and then they were like, right? Like, oh, well, let's transition. Let's do all this. But that's just my personal experience, right? Like...
That, yeah, it would have been the wrong choice for you.
Yeah. Because I like...
Or would it?
No, I like being a man. Like, I know I do. Like,
God, I wish that was me, girl.
I'm so sorry.
Fuck you, Gurm.
Yeah. Once I have money, I'll do it. But until then, I'm just gonna suffer in this body.
I'm so sorry, Chaco.
It's got really depressing. I'm sorry.
No, it's like it takes a lot of effort to, like, understand yourself and what you want. And I think, like,
Yeah.
giving kids those, not necessarily even talking about it, but just, like, having that be like, oh, you could also do this, this, and that, right? To a child must be really confusing. I don't know.
Yes.
So
Dude,
it could get weird.
So here in around the age of 13, around middle school, when you go to high school, there's an option to go to, like, very specific schools. I went for, like, a graphic design school. So, like, you expect people, like, kids to know what they want to be, like, as a job at age 13. And then there's this, like, whole thing about that, too. So I feel like I agree with Nano. You definitely need a huge psych wait, well, how did you say it?
Psych evaluation.
Yeah, thank you.
That's something... Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you, Nano. There are people who think... And you've said it, that being trans is, like, not normal, right? You call it abnormal.
Yeah, I don't want to be fucking trans. But it's better than the other option for me.
Which is what?
What's the other option?
Being depressed, of course.
Yeah. But there are people who think, like, sending people to psychiatry for this is wrong because you're suggesting that there's something, like, wrong with that person,
well,
right?
no, you go to a psychiatrist or whatever therapist to find out if this is really the issue. Because it's people that are self-diagnosing themselves, being like, oh, maybe I'm trans now. It's like, no, maybe the reason for any of your issues could be because of something else. So it's good to talk to a professional to see what it is.
But, like...
Yeah, it's not always, like, people trying to talk you out of it or anything. It's just you want to get your thoughts in order, and sometimes a professional helps.
Exactly.
Like, you just talk to someone and they ask, oh, why is that, you think, or something. I don't know, I've never been to therapy.
Well, for you, Nano, when was it? Like, when did you figure it out, right? Like, were you ever in denial about it, or?
I was in denial about it until I was like in high school, but then I was just in the closet until I was old enough to like transition. But I feel like I don't want to be that asshole, but like I feel like even as a kid, I kind of knew.
Yeah.
Because like I remember wanting to get rid of my balls at a really young age, and I would crush them. CBT from like 5 years old. It was crazy, and I'm like, I don't want them. And I would do like weird stuff, and then like my parents would kind of point me in the right direction. I'd be like, okay, this is good. And I tried, but it didn't work out.
Do you think your parents knew? Because like, I feel like no.
No, they're Mexican. They're gonna be like, nope, we're going to our traditional ways.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like my parents know things about me that even I don't want them to know, but because it's just like how I am. Like ever since I've been little, I was pretty flamboyant. So I think they know like I'm a homo, but I'm never gonna tell them because I don't trust them, you know. So I don't know, because obviously being a trans person is different because it's different feelings, right? It's different like emotions and stuff.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's a lot of pressure, right? To like be thinking about even as a kid. Like I don't know, it's confusing. So that's like one reason I think it's important to give kids like the knowledge. But I also think it could get like really dangerous when it's like you're giving them too much information and too much freedom to be like, well, you can do whatever you want. Because it's like you're a child still. Like,
yeah, you're a fucking idiot.
You don't know everything as a kid, unfortunately.
Your frontal lobe ain't developed, kid. You're stupid. Not your fault.
When do you think the frontal lobe develops completely?
Somebody said 25.
Yeah, I heard that too, but apparently it's a myth.
Is it?
I don't know.
What is it? What does the frontal lobe even do? Choco, you're a doctor.
I'm an artist, not a doctor.
That's the same thing.
You draw a brain.
Yeah, you need to know anatomy.
True!
Yeah, see? I figured it out.
Huh? I was thinking of maybe, should I do that? Like, because the biology books we have here are very well drawn of like the human body and muscles and stuff. So maybe.
Do you guys think that artists like lie? Like they're like, this is what a brain looks like, but it's not.
I do.
Oh well, never mind. We have cut brains in half now. It's 2023.
Yeah. Just Google brains. And...
Yeah, we can.
Oh, you know what sucks? What artists do? Whenever they're drawing like gender bent stuff, or not gender bent stuff, like whenever they're drawing like trans people or traps or something, they'll just have like a cis woman body and then slap a wiener on it. And that's like, that's not accurate. Like the ass is gonna be smaller.
I don't like that.
The hips are gonna be more narrow. The body shape and everything might be still small, but they don't get the proportions right. They just slap a wiener on it and it's like, you didn't do your homework.
I don't know, Nano.
It's just lazy.
You should be you should be the champion for this like art movement where you demand like proper proportion.
Did they draw it correctly?
Yes.
No. The next time I do a gender bend or trans person art, I'll send it to you for feedback and
Good.
like a file review.
You have to pay for Nano's feet, Choco. You said feet.
Oh, yeah.
You said feet back.
Wow. Thank you, girl.
So enlightened.
That's another thing, Nano. Like, you do femboy content, right? Like, that's something you like doing. Does it ever get confusing to you, like, being a trans woman and then the femboy stuff? Like, or do you just not think that hard about it?
I think femboy is more of a culture, because people always say taking HRT and being a trans girl is like doing performance-enhancing drugs. Like being on steroids, like it's cheating.
Uh-huh.
I just like the femboy culture. I relate with everything in the culture. I like looking cute, and I like listening to my metal, you know? I like doing femboy stuff.
Is that...
Shiba in chat has a good point with like that not everybody has the same body structure. And yeah, like obviously I agree. There are definitely going to be men with wider hips and stuff. It's just in a lot of like comics you see the same stereotypical body type for like trans people or traps, I guess call them.
Did you say traps? That's not your word. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Okay, it's fine. You can just say.
It's over, Choco. You're canceled. I'm gonna write this down.
No.
Make this a clip later. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
That's interesting to me, Nano, because I see a lot of people that do get bothered, like on TikTok, that there's like trans women that do femboy stuff. Like they don't.
They generally don't like this word, right? Like they complain about the word usage too.
Well, I think it's because like a lot of people conflate the two, and they're incapable of understanding that it's like two separate things, right? Because go ahead.
Those people are stupid anyway. It doesn't matter.
Do you ever want to do? Would you ever consider
bad
being
things?
like? Well, do you ever consider doing bad things?
No, you were gonna say something. Go on.
Do you ever consider advocating more for like the trans community and things like that, or?
I don't think I'm a good representative for the trans community. I think I'm the most smart, base, reasonable person.
She says so, having her legs spread open.
Yeah, I think optically, I'm probably not the best person to do it. I can be someone's like ghostwriter, but I don't think I could be like, hey guys, trans rights. Like it's just too weird.
I don't know because like.
I don't know. I'd trust you.
Yeah, I would trust you too. Like, I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit here, Nano.
I'll sign up to be president when I'm 40 or whenever it's allowed, and then this will come back and haunt me.
No, we already had that Italian president who was a porn star. Like, there's nothing that people in sex work can't do.
Was that the Tifa thing?
I don't know.
Or there's like Tifa porn on like public television.
I don't think so. This was like a few years back. Wait, did you see that? Like, I don't know if it was a senator or a congressman. They were like running for something, and they made a sex tape because they wanted to prove they were sex positive. Did you see that?
No, that's a little weird.
Yeah, I think it was in New York, and like, I don't want to be mean, but like the guy's like in his 40s, and he's like. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but it was just really funny that he was like, here's my sex tape, everybody vote for me. Like, that could be, Nano, that could be you.
Whoa.
Like, I don't know. You need to like start coalitioning, and you need to start like, what do you call it when you like slowly brainwash people?
What I do right now, like, pretend to be their friend.
Yeah, just do like subliminal messaging in your TikToks for like trans rights. I don't know. It'll be funny.
Yeah, that's true. I'm here to sell cum. I mean, femboy milk.
Femboy milk by the buckets, of course. I don't know, Nano.
Oh my god. You just reminded me. Nano, I love you, and I think I still follow you on Twitter, but I had to mute you because every time I go there, I just saw your butthole. I was like, I want to see some other people's art too, you know? Just gonna mute.
That's fine. I get that a lot. You know what? I would like it if everybody I knew would do that too.
Post their butthole?
Yeah.
No, you once said that posting your butthole on the internet was easy. It's the easiest thing you can do, and I agree.
You agree?
I still have nightmares about Trisha Paytas' toilet paper.
Oh yeah, you know Trisha Paytas?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So she used to do like nudes. I think she had an OnlyFans. I don't remember, but she posted pictures one time, and it was like her ass out, and she was like spreading cheek, and there was toilet paper in her butt.
So I've seen that from another.
Well, at
woman
least we know
too.
she wipes.
Oh no! Do you think it was
like a woman thing?
Do you think it was like a marketing strategy?
You have to sell like Charmin Ultra.
For what?
No, they were just like to get people,
the ad campaign for toilet
it's
paper.
to get people to comment. Imagine all the comments you got, all the engagement.
Yeah, but it's kind of fucking nasty.
It can be clean. You don't know.
It could be classy.
I don't know. No, absolutely not. It's not possible. Nano, I'm gonna be honest. I was like a little nervous to talk to you because I feel like we don't really have a lot of conversations. But you're an easy even though I watch you like talk to people, right?
You think I'm easy? Damn.
I think you're an easy person to talk to. You didn't let me finish. I don't know. Do you agree? Do you think you're like a good person to talk to, or?
Do you ever say something that you don't mean, but you just say it because it's comfortable?
No.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, I'm very like if I tell you something, I'm gonna mean it. Unless it's like a joke. Even if it's a joke, sometimes I mean it. Like I make fun of Choco and their anxiety because I want Choco to like work on it. But I understand where Choco's coming from, right? Like I'll poke fun at them all day and I'll be like, "Oh, you can't pick up a phone? Okay." Like but I want Choco.
That's like going to somebody who can't like walk or stand and you're like, grab that from the top shelf. Oh, you can't.
No, that's different. That's a skill issue. That's not the same thing.
The skill issue.
It's like, why did you ask that though? Do you do that? Well, because you say you don't know how to care sometimes, right, about things. So I guess that's where it would come from, where you say things you don't mean.
Yeah, I guess. I lost the train of thought. Huh?
I was like, I didn't care about that.
You zoned out like I do. Just boom.
I don't know. I don't know. I just I wanted to talk to you to like see if we could pick your brain a bit for some of these things, because I don't think you put a lot of personal stuff out there, and I wanted to get you to know you a little more.
I don't know. I feel like Nano's butthole is pretty much out there.
It really isn't personal anymore.
Yeah, but that's not personal.
That is true.
Like, who's seen your butthole? Your mom, your dad, your doctor, several other doctors in the future.
That is.
If you get waxed, people have seen it.
Sure, I guess it's no. Yeah, I guess
everyone has a butthole.
Private.
Yeah, everyone has a butthole.
Yeah, sure.
Some people bleach it, which I've heard hurts. Yeah. Does anyone here have experience bleaching their butthole, guys?
I have bought like skin bleach before, and it's like bleach with like soft.
Does it hurt?
No, I tried it like on my arms and stuff. It didn't really do anything. And my armpit, because I used acid at one time and it burnt me, so I tried using bleach.
I don't like your acid story, because why would you do that?
Because it's just permanent hair loss. You didn't no hair?
Permanent?
Acid.
Do you have scarring or anything?
It's gone, I think. My armpit looks pretty clean.
Oh, it does.
Little bit like.
So you never shave? It's just hairless forever?
No, I came back.
Oh, so it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the 2nd-degree burns. Choco, do you have any closing arguments before we wrap it up? Or Nano, do you have any questions?
Yeah. Choco, I have an important question for you, and I want full honesty, all right?
Okay.
What does bussy mean?
This is important, Choco.
I know what it means.
Okay, well, you have to say it. You have to say it.
But my parents are next door. I don't want to say it out loud.
No, it's fine. They understand. Your mom's a linguist.
They understand.
I'm just gonna write it in chat. Okay. I don't want to say it out loud.
No, not this.
You're wrong. It is not boy pussy.
I'm wrong.
I know. Okay. I know. It's butt pussy now.
Yeah,
I don't make the rules.
Oh, is it?
That wasn't my idea.
Okay. I guess it's more gender neutral.
Now you have to ask Choco the $100 question.
Oh yeah, would you drink your own pee, like a shot glass, your own pee for $100?
No, not for 100. No.
For how much?
What if it was my pee?
No.
Why would that be?
I would take it and sell it for more. So
wait, that's genius.
So you would buy it. You would buy my pee.
Well, I would take it. But I wouldn't drink it. I would just sell it to your chat.
But you would. That's the important part, that you would buy my pee.
Yes, to sell it for more. And then I'll share the money with you two. Because it's your pee and Gurm is my husband, so.
And Choco's European. It's all adding up. It's all making sense.
It's true. It's a European.
Okay, Nano, do you have any closing arguments that you want to make before, we go?
Actually, there's one important thing. I just want to clarify that I was not there in January 6th, all right?
It's not. We don't believe you. It's too late. The numbers are in.
There's a picture that I posted that looks like maybe I was, but I wasn't.
Let's see. Where did you post it?
Nowhere. Don't worry. It's like I wasn't there.
Right. Okay, Nano. Well, I appreciate you doing this. I appreciate you talking to us. And
Thank you.
I don't know. I learned a lot about you that I didn't think I would, I guess. But if you'd be down, I'd like to do this again sometime.
Yeah, literally whenever. Literally ask me whenever. You want to do it tomorrow? I'll be like, sure. If you want to do it next week, sure. Like literally whenever.
I always feel like you're such a busy person. You wake up at 5 a.m. Like you're insane.
Why would you wake up so early?
Because
Are
you
you
can
crazy?
get so much done, and my body's just used to it.
Yeah, but you fall asleep at like 8 p.m.
Shut the fuck up.
You fall
know what?
Like
I do fall asleep at 8 p.m. What about it?
Nano, sometimes
That's such a grandparent time.
yeah, to go to
You
sleep.
gotta wake up at 5 in the morning and I get shit done.
Sometimes I'll be going to bed and I'll be sending you stuff at 5 a.m. when I'm going to bed, and Nano will be awake, ready to answer. And I'm like, oh my god, like who's crazier, me or Nano? I don't know, you guys. It's different ends of the spectrum. But okay, we can end it here. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.